bitches, every city in my tribe. Look behind. Booty dominate the world, peaches right.
Yes, and we don't think anyone should weaponize pregnancy, men or women, which is why we again are pro-choice.
But I'm also a big advocate for saying, okay, once a woman knows she's pregnant, the man gets an equal say. They should work together. They came together to create life.
I wouldn't say an equal say. I mean, he definitely can have an opinion, but when it comes to her decision to carry the pregnancy, that is 100% her decision.
Yeah, I agree. And if it was the other way around, where like men were the ones carrying the pregnancy, then it would be the other way around. Men would have more say than the women. But it's just because the person who is carrying has more say because it is genuinely affecting their body, not yours. It's not about like gender or, your sex.
Oh, that's gonna be a good call. Sorry, call is going out right now. I wish we could get.
You're good.
Again, as I said, I was kind of unprepared because I wasn't expecting to get guests on this. I wanted to hear the conversation before I jumped in and said this.
No, you're okay.
The problem I have with what y'all were saying, and again, this is not argument. This is, I want this to be a good discussion. Okay. People want to say, well, it affects the woman's body. I get in my car. Again, there's a call going out right now where there's a head-on collision, at least 5 people involved. They just put my helicopter on standby. We may have to go off here soon. The moment I got in my car, the moment I get in that helicopter, I accept that there is a chance that helicopter is going down. Look in, where was it, Boston a few weeks ago, where the helicopter went down with the crew and the patient. Every year, at least 100 flight accidents happen. Right. When I'm on my ambulance, I have been shot. I have literally been shot on a call. I have literally been... I'm
sorry, just so that I understand, what are we talking about specifically?
Okay, when you get into your car, no, you're not concerned to that car wreck because somebody else can do something, but you understand that is a consequence of the action of driving. Every time I get in a helicopter, it is a consequence. It is a possibility.
No, yeah, absolutely. But
again,
we
come back to
you're not
two consenting.
You're not forced to not seek medical treatment, and you're also not told by the other. Like, let's say that I was driving the car and I recklessly crashed into you and caused you to be like, need a new kidney. Just because I caused that, just because you knew the risk, doesn't mean that one, you're not allowed to seek medical treatment, and does not mean that your medical treatment has to come out of the expense of my bodily autonomy.
Okay, that again. Here we go. 2 people, correct? You need a man, you need a woman.
Right.
You need a sperm and an egg come together to create a zygote. Mm-hmm. If that zygote attaches to the placenta, which only about 40% of the time does the zygote actually attach to a placenta.
To the uterine wall.
Well, to the uterine wall causes a placenta. The point is, the zygote that there is when we have sex, a man and woman have sex, there's always we don't need to, chance.
Can you just tell me your point? Because we do understand how the biology works.
Okay. Man and woman come together. It takes 2. Everybody's always, again, I understand bodily autonomy. I respect women's bodily autonomy, but if you want everything, to say y'all have 100% of choice, that is still...
That's not wrong. What we're saying.
That is still no. I'm not mansplaining. That is still wrong.
It's not
to
because
not allow the father.
You as a man,
as a father, has somebody who's trying to stay around and taking a responsibility.
Right, but before
no, it's not mansplaining.
Before conception, wait, I'm sorry, Dragon. Before conception happens. You have the ability to talk to your partner, correct? And be like, hey, in the case, we have an unplanned pregnancy, what would you do?
All right, I understand. I appreciate your respect on that. Please, everybody saying this mansplaining. No, it's not mansplaining. Right? This is a debate and a discussion.
Here, just don't pay attention.
I'm not telling anybody they're wrong.
Just don't pay attention.
I'm trying not to.
It's fine. So you do have that option, correct? And then if she were to say, well, I really don't want to be a parent, I would have an abortion, you have the option to not engage in sex, right?
We both have again, we come together, we do something. My daughter, my 9-year-old daughter, was a surprise.
Okay, but that's my question. I'm asking you, like, so
sorry,
you're saying that essentially I don't get a voice after conception has happened, but you do get a voice prior to that.
No, we both have equal voices before and after. That is part of being a team. If you were getting together and trying to, if you were coupling and trying to,
a piece of trash, do you get a say in what happens to it after?
I can decide whether or not I'm going to throw it away, if I'm going to take it to the dump directly, if I'm going to burn it. There's so many things you can do.
Right, but once you take it to the dump and throw it away, do you really get a say in what happens to it after?
Again, you're saying afterwards, do I get a say? This is a piece of trash is not a fetus. A fetus is a living being.
Right. No, I'm actually talking about your semen. If you just kind of, leave your semen wherever you please, do you just get a say in what happens, to it after, whether it conceives a child or not?
No, we don't.
There you go.
But that's not an argument. It's saying people want, okay, and I've heard it all the time. People want equal rights. Equal rights should be 100% across the board equally. I'm asking you, and I've heard y'all, and I thank y'all for your support. I've heard y'all say it many times. Men who want to stay around, be fathers, who take time, who do everything. What is wrong with them getting an equal say?
Like I said, you can have an opinion, but it's not your body. And so you can't essentially force a woman to go through with pregnancy, which you are aware that she will be the one who is pregnant. So again, like, I really advocate for you to have this conversation prior rather than waiting till the unplanned pregnancy.
Yeah, and let's just say they do have equal say. It's 50-50. One person wants an abortion, the other does not. What are we going to do?
And I mean, if you haven't had that conversation, then I have concerns for the relationship already.
And again, I've seen many people in your lives go, well, if this is one night stands, you should be talking beforehand anyway. Any kind of consensual intercourse, there should be some form of discussion, because this is a real consequence of what can happen.
All right. Sure.
The responsibility is on both people. I do not deny that in any way, shape, or form.
I'm just saying, if you care so much that a fetus you create not be subject to abortion, then have that conversation before it happens so that you can do what you can to prevent that.
All right. I'm going to go because we're about to get a call out anyway.
Sounds great.
It is very tough to conceptualize because we have so many different points of view.
No problem.
But anyway, I would love to come back, but I've got to go because we've got 2 patients waiting on us.
Sounds good. Stay safe.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Yep, stay safe. Bye.
I'm so fucking cute, bitch. I'm so fucking cute.